Hi there. So today I am out here in the back of my yard here, and I have been for the last couple of hours actually cleaning up this giant pile of just sticks and trees and dead brush that I cut down last year. And the pile is actually like diminishing. It's crazy. I'll try to throw in a little video here of a couple of days ago when I was out here. Came out here to just check it out, and I got to working and I thought, geez, I should be taking a little movie of this for everybody because you guys have been waiting for me to do this. So anyway, I took a little break, went in and took a precautionary shower because I'm very allergic to poison ivy, and we do in fact have poison ivy out here, so I have to do that from time to time when I'm working out here. Yes, even in the winter and early spring, even though nothing is leafed out or anything like that, poison ivy is still active because it is an oil, and like I said, I'm highly allergic. So went in, took a shower, changed my clothes, and I'm back out here to do some more cleaning up. All these sticks and things I want to clean. I did have a burn pile going, but it's pretty windy out now. It has continued to get a little bit more windy throughout the morning, and so I put out my burn pile just to be safe, and I'll just kind of pile up some sticks, and then once it's not so windy, I'll start another burn pile and we can continue to burn. But for now, I'm just going to keep gathering stuff, clean this whole area up, and put it in a burn pile somewhere. And this is all I have left, really. I've been working hard on it this morning. Just a couple of days ago, this was a giant pile of sticks and brush and nasty stuff. I did put some bigger chunks over here, some bigger logs, because I want Nate to chainsaw these up. I do have a chainsaw myself, but it's just a little 6-inch chainsaw for small jobs, and I mean, it can cut pretty good. I've cut bigger diameter than that with it, but it's just a lot easier for Nate to come out here with his big farm boss and cut this stuff up for me. So I'm gonna kind of make piles of what I want him to cut, make piles of what I want to burn. That's my little burn pile that I put out earlier. And this section is just looking so much more clean, which is awesome. But let's see, what else we'll have to do. Oh yeah, I'll have to have him cut up that log, and then this is an actual like dead tree that like fell over. I'll have to have him cut that up as well. But all this nasty stuff I can go in here and try to clean up for the most part. I had to stop and show you guys this. I think you told me what this was once. I think you guys said it was a hawthorn, which would make sense because thorn. But check this out. See if I can get it to focus. There you go. Look at the thorns on that sucker. And I tell you what, they are sharp. Super sharp. And like honestly, this kind of reminds me of, with like Easter coming up, you know, the crown of thorns that Jesus had shoved into his brow. Wow, can you imagine? This is crazy. I mean, these suckers are sharp. I've had them go into my skin before. I'm gonna actually cut that tree down with my chainsaw. I'm having to dig out all these little kind of sucker trees that are popping up. I like to dig those out so I don't have to keep battling them. So that's what I've kind of been working on, but I just had to stop and show you guys the thorns on this baby. It's nuts. It's like a weapon. It is getting there. It's looking nice and clean. I can't do much more without Nate's help, and he's busy right now hanging out with his brother and his dad, but I can't do much more like with that log, that massive log, and then I piled up some bigger logs over there that I need him to cut up. But other than that, it's pretty good and cleaned up. I do have some more like sucker trees that are growing. You can see there's one, there's some in there, and I'm just gonna have Nate dig those out or cut them down. And then there is a bunch of like sticks and stuff under there, but they're kind of pinned down by this log and that log, so I'm gonna leave those. Looking super clean. At the beginning of the day, this is a giant pile of sticks. Now I'm gonna move up here and clean these steps off. I'm just gonna rake the leaves up a little bit. Last year I planted in some ajuga that I transplanted from my hill. So I've got ajuga in there, and then I also have moss in there. The raccoon came back here and was digging up the moss every once in a while, but I see some of it is still here. So we'll try to rake the leaves up and leave whatever moss we can.
You just stepped in.
All right, had to stop my music. So I cleaned this up. It looks really great. I love it. And a lot of the moss actually survived. I wasn't sure how it would do, but it's back here, and you know, some of it held on. Some of it got raked up from my raking just now. But yeah, I think I did every other. So I did moss on one step, and then I did ajuga on another step. So I'll probably just continue to add to it as I see fit. So there's ajuga on here, moss on there, ajuga on here with some moss that it looks like the moss is just kind of naturally wanting to find its own home, which is awesome. I think it's really pretty back here. But I was thinking about going and collecting some more moss right now, because now is the time to do it. If I just kind of take a bucket back into the woods, I can find some natural moss just growing on the ground or even on trees or rocks or something, and I can add to my little section here. So that's what I'm gonna go do now, is I'm gonna grab a bucket and we'll go moss hunting. There's usually a lot over in this little area, and boy, is it getting windy. There's some right there, and it's actually on like a tree, but I'm gonna grab that, put it in our bucket. My sister has tons of moss at her house. It's just growing like wildfire. I don't have as much, but I don't use it as much as she does either. She actually uses it for projects for her business. So we'll grab that, and then I'll take that piece of grass out of there. There. Let the rest of that grow. I see some more down here. There's quite a bit in this little section here. there's a nice rock too. I'm gonna grab that. There's it's weird. It's like a piece of metal or something. Alright. Yeah, look at all that nice moss. Did we get that rock? Oh yeah. Look at that rock. It's a nice size rock. Heck yeah. I'll have to come back down and get that. Some more moss. And then there is some on this piece of log too. This is actually really pretty. I would just set that like in my garden somewhere for something interesting to look at. So I'm gonna put it in my bucket. Here. It's more rotted up there. So it has like attached to the rotted wood. It comes off a little easier. A bucket. And we'll keep going. I've seen some, oh yeah, this giant chunk. I don't know if we'll be able to get, like, this is so cool. I would love to just pick that huge chunk up, put it in my garden. I wish I had like a scraper or something. This is pretty nice on there. It hasn't rotted yet so much, so, oh, that's coming off all right. I'll grab that. Oh, nice. Got some there. The rest of it's not wanting to come off very good. So we'll just let this continue to rot. Maybe I'll get it next year. But there's some over here. Oh, yeah, that's coming off pretty good. I just think this stuff is so cool. It's just really neat and like a pretty green. Alright, let's see if we can find some more. I mean, there's like little patches of it everywhere. I would go down into the woods a little bit more, but I'm afraid of coyotes. I know the coyotes are probably more afraid of me, but just, I don't know. I just get nervous. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. Come back to that. Woo. Alright, let's go back and see what we can do with this. So you can see some of this stayed from last year, which is awesome. And I'm actually surprised it did because, like I said, the raccoon kept coming out here and digging it up. So I'm going to push these rocks back a little bit because there's dirt in there. And I'm going to hope that it kind of goes in and attaches to the soil that's in there. Push it back. This is really neat. I could put that somewhere in the garden. Oh, I found this rock. Look at that rock. It's got moss all over it. Isn't that neat? Yeah, I'll just push the dirt back. I'm actually surprised that it worked, that it overwintered like that, and especially with the raccoon, that the raccoon was doing to it. But if I could get this, over the next couple years to take, and little by little, more and more of it stays, that would be awesome. Yeah, we're just gonna keep doing like that all the way down. Wow, that looks a lot better. Just getting this cleaned up. So I did freshen that one up a little bit. And you can see the ajuga is planted in there. That's that little kind of maroonish purple stuff. And I didn't plant a ton of that because it does catch on and take pretty well. So before you know it, that should fill in on those steps pretty good. I might go in and add a couple. We'll see how it does this spring. But this step, you can see that's the step I just added to, the moss. This step didn't do too bad. Most of it survived. I just kind of have to replace it and reorganize a little bit and get some more for that little chunk. And then again, this one has ajuga planted in it, so you can't really see it too much right now, but it should start to pop up here soon. And then this one has moss, so most of the moss came back on this one too. But I think I might go gather some more and just fix it up a little bit. And again, this one has ajuga in it. You can see all the little ajuga shoots along here, and some of them will pop up. I might have to replace some of them, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna go collect some more moss just to fix up that step and that step, and we should be good.
Sitting in the porch swing, listen to the light rain beating on the tin. Baby, just me and you, rocking with the rhythm of the rain. Slide on over, baby, hold me closer, moving to and fro, just swaying like a slow freight train, rocking with the rhythm of the rain. So let the
That looks so good. Let me turn my music off. Oh, I love it. Now, hopefully next year, I won't have to put as much moss on, which I didn't really have to put that much on anyway. It's like one of those days where it's chilly, but when you get to moving around, you could totally take your jacket off. And then you get to a point where you're like, okay, I think I'm gonna be done. And then the sun pops out and you're like, wait a minute, I got like another good couple hours in me. And then the sun goes away. It's just like this up and down kind of day. But right now the sun came out, and so I'm gonna walk around and see if there's anything else I can do out here before I go inside. I do have church tomorrow, and I have to lead the worship at the church services tomorrow, so I probably need to go in and go over those songs just to make sure I'm prepared. But I do want to just kind of walk through here, maybe rake up some of this area a little bit cleaner. I don't want to completely take all of the leaves up because then it will expose the straight soil and it will encourage weed growth. So I don't want to do that, but there are some like sticks that are loose in there. I think I'm just going to go through and kind of clean and enjoy the sun that's popping through. See it? Look at that. Yes, sir. Come on, buddy. Yes. Don't go away. All right, so let's do a little bit more work. And, oh, you know what I got to do? I got to go collect that rock that I left over there that I dug up where the moss was. I'm going to go grab that real quick.
Rocking with the rhythm of the rain.
Got some hairy bittercress weeds up there, and they are about to open up and bloom fully, and when they do, they spread seeds. So I'm going to go grab those, and then I think I'm going to be done for the day. Boy, is it crazy windy out here. I think I am actually going to be done. My camera fell over right on top of my hellebore and broke these two off, which is fine because I'm going to take them inside and put them in some water. But this looks a lot nicer up in here. I got the weeds out, cleaned up the broken bird bath, and oh, you guys, there's a little snail. Oh my gosh. I wish I could find a little shell for him. Look at it. See his little path he made? Here, I'll get closer. Hey, buddy. Are you okay? Oh, you're looking for a home? Aww. Man, I wonder if I could find him a home. Where's he gonna go? You can see his little trail he left. Was he inside? I think he was inside that little leaf. Well, he's going to find a new home. So that's good. All right, it is looking good back here. The last time I stood here like this, I was saying, I gotta get out here and clean this up. I wanna tackle this section here soon. I wanna kind of clean up all these sticks and logs that I've chopped up last summer. And now look. It's pretty much cleaned up, so it's pretty awesome. And then I'm also excited about obviously my steps that I cleaned up. They're looking nice and fresh. We still have to get caps for the retaining wall blocks. We just haven't done it. There's always something going on. That was a pretty good job for today, and we will get back out here shortly when it's not so windy, get a burn pile going, and get Nate to chop off the bigger logs for me and be good to go. But anyway, thank you guys so much for clicking on the movie and hanging out today. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you're just having a lovely day and enjoying every second that you can. All right, I will see you guys later, hopefully. Bye. What are you doing, bud? You got a friend out there? Is he eating the snacks you gave him? Yeah, that was so nice of you. Hi, buddy. Where's he going? What's he doing, bud? Is he eating all your snacks? That's so nice of you, bud. You feeding your friends? Yeah.